But yeah, if you would go ahead, tell everybody a little about yourself for those of you that don't know.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is BlackFox here. So I'm a first-person shooter game style person, and 10-year Army vet. So pretty much, yeah, just been streaming for about 4 years now. Been doing Twitch for about a little over 2.5 years. Almost, yeah, 2.5. Did Facebook gaming for a little while, and here I am. I made my home over on Kick. Um, just a down to earth guy, likes the humor, and yeah, I'm BlackFox. What's going on?
Awesome, awesome. All right, so question number one. How would you define motivation, or what does motivation mean to you?
For me, like my motivation for myself is so I'm gonna start off with my wife. She's been the one who's actually been pushing me beforehand. I didn't have any family or friends that actually believed in my movement, my push, my forwardness, or anything like that. So she was definitely the rock and everything like going forward. After that, I'm pretty much gonna be saying just giving back to the community that's always been supporting me. They always know we have a new hashtag now. It's called Black Fox Fridays. Um, and it's even if it's not a it's always a good time. It's just humor, all of us getting together as a community, playing video games, sharing. Even if it's just talking. We always like to do that stuff like that. Seeing them succeed makes me happy. So that's my motivation right there.
It's awesome. Yeah, I love giving back to the community as well. They're there to support you, so there's nothing better than giving back to the community. So that's awesome to hear. All right, so you said you were an Army vet. So what was your like motivation to join the Army? Are you in from an Army family or?
I was not actually. So my dad was actually Air Force, but I didn't know about that until like later on. Um, because me and him weren't really close until actually I joined the military. My parents were split. But when I was a kid, I've always wanted to be actually a sniper, a ranger. I always saw the movies. I thought everything was just so cool. So when I was a kid, it was just my goal. And then once I graduated high school, track star athlete. And funny story is I actually walked into the Marines and they were making fun of me, like, "Hey, we know you. You're the guy who used to run." And I was like, "You know what?" So I went next door to the Army, and they signed me up right then there, like 5 seconds later. And so I was 11 Bravo infantry. Went to sniper school. Did all that stuff for about 7.5 years of light infantry. 2 tours there in Germany, and once I got done with that, then I did about my remaining career of about 3.5 years, still as a sniper squadron leader, but over at Fort Hood, Texas, just running and training people themselves.
Awesome, awesome. What's good, Ninja? Yeah, my dad, my uncle, and my cousin were all in the military too. So,
Oh,
I
definitely miss you.
myself was not in the military. That was not something I wanted. But my dad was in there probably the longest. He got out, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago. But he was part of the National Guard. So he was. He started with the tanks, and then that kind of disbanded, and then he went to infantry out in Philly. So it was cool
Yep,
to
yep.
as a kid. It was cool to go to the armory and mess around with all the army guys and let me climb in the tank and things like that. So it was pretty cool when I was
Right.
younger. We used to do
Fun
all
on
that
this
stuff.
fives.
Yeah, yeah. And they used to do activities and stuff. So we'd go out and shoot like the laser guns and things like that. So nothing like
Mm-hmm.
dangerous, but it was cool. Um,
Brother Station. There you go.
my brother said, "That's awesome, man. Salute to everybody that serves, man. Wouldn't be where we are without you guys." So let's talk the streaming side. What started streaming for you? Was it just something in a hunch, or was it just like you watched a couple people and they're like, "Oh, this seems kind of fun"?
I actually never watched one streamer before I actually hit the live button. I played tons of my background was first off, Halo. We always do the LAN events. It had like 16 people in a garage and every bedroom spread across the houses, and I got really good at that. And then Call of Duty really got into that, and I just had buddies that were like, "Yo, you'd be a really like good streamer. You have a good background for it. You're really good at games." Um, and I just laughed. I'm like, "No, that's not gonna be a thing." And I honestly never still wanted to do it. And then once I got out of the military, I finally, with my background of depression and everything, anxiety, I really didn't want to press that button. Um, but I ended up just getting the urge one day, and I was like, "Oh, what's gonna hurt?" Started with a bar stool and an Xbox. I hit that button, and here we are today.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you started out on COD. What other kind of first person shooters do you play? Mostly COD? Do you branch out at all?
I do, yeah. I mean, not as of lately, but we do like the Fortnite, PUBG. I keep saying I want to get back into the Apex and stuff like that, but mostly as of right now, yeah, it's just the COD because we have a big background with, especially my community, it's a lot of COD. Um, we also hold tournaments and we do a lot of just fun tournaments when it comes to like it's not sweaty or competitive. We all get together, we do our tournaments, and then after the tournaments, we all play like customs afterwards, and we all just it's growing our bond and meeting more people. So
Yeah.
it's been fun doing that.
So what do you do? Like knives only and like stupid little games to where it's not sweaty?
Everything, I always a lot of people like to pick on me and stuff like that, but we do. Like my thing is the snipers. I'll always pick the snipers because people hate it because they're always gonna get to the top. And then we have like What Ellis, who's a good member of my community. Um, he's gonna be that guy running around with a knife, and he's gonna make you mad. So it's always a good time. We always get together and we laugh, and it brings the memories, and that's what it's all about. Is all is getting together.
Yeah. All right. So what's your favorite COD?
Um,
I gotta ask. I gotta ask with the COD background.
that's a good one. That's a good one. The best or my best? I'll say Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 is good. I loved OG COD 4. Like that was the game I played the hell out of it. It's five two. What are your two answers? Fives? Let's see what he says.
I'd say the best COD I was ever at was probably one of the worst ones, I think, and that's the Infinite Warfare.
Oh, Infinite Warfare was horrible.
I was really good at it.
It
There you
was.
go, Black Ops 2. Yep, Modern Warfare 2 OG. There you go.
Yeah, MW2 was good. I like that one too. I loved running Commando and just knifing people. Commando Pro.
Infinite Warfare comp was fire. It's just I didn't like the game. Everything was just running on the walls, but I was really good at it though. I was good at it. I just didn't like the game as much. That's actually what got me starting comp, actually.
There you go. So have you done any like major tournaments? Like have you ever tried MLG, like anything like that, battle or game battles with COD
I've done a
or
couple of them. Yeah, I've done a couple of those, and I did the that one website one. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. You can do Warzone and stuff on there. But I
yeah.
have been invited to some larger streamer COD events when it comes to like Regiment for military organization gamers. We have also had the other one for XP where it was like me, Sergeant Jackson, Crow. We all went after each other. And it was a really good time for that. So been in some good ones. I mean, I was in one funny story. I was in a $50,000 tournament, and it was not organized very well. And my buddy came in that was not in the tournament, and he got us disqualified by doing anything. Came and started killing everybody, and they disqualified us. And I was like, no, and he feels bad, But
That's funny.
that was actually my one tournament. We were golden to win. We had no losses. It was double elimination. It was my favorite thing with search and destroy, 'cause that's my main background on search and destroy.
Yeah.
And he came in and we're like, hold on a second. We had 7 people, and all of a sudden he just started running around just shooting everybody. I was like, no. Like, give us a chance. And nope, they just straight booted us, and the other team won. I was like, all right. That was funny.
That's crazy. So who are some streamers that you kind of look up to now as you started your journey?
So when I first started and everything like that, I loved everything about TP. TP, the Green Wall and everything like that. TP is an outstanding streamer. He was a Call of Duty multi-champion.
Yeah.
But even his content afterwards, I mean, like he was always a great person then, but his content now is, I mean, he's a down-to-earth guy, and just I learned a lot. I learned a lot from streaming from him. Then you have like when you want to branch out, you have people like you have EBJS, you have just like the outspoken, just chatting streamers like that just stand out like crazy, and I definitely like watching stuff like that. And the automatic, Sergeant Jackson,
Yeah, Crow.
Pro Gaming.
Yeah. So, how long have you been partnered with Freshen Up?
Oh man, I've been there for a long time now. I'm actually about to hit my. I gotta get with Jordan because I think I hit my 2-year, either late this February, or late February. So I think next month.
Cool.
It's 2 years.
So what was your motive behind joining them? Besides, I love Freshen Up. I love the community. I love Jordan. They're all amazing. So, like, what was your draw to them?
So I've been part of all kinds of other places before then, and he knows that too. So I was part of the whole Bang thing. I did some other weird, small, like weird energy drink stuff that was like, Deal Antler Velvet, some weird stuff. And I spoke with Jordan, and when it comes to, it is. Thank you. I spoke with Jordan, and it was pretty much you can just talking with him for 5 minutes, you can hear the passion in his voice. And every one of us is not a number. We're not a code or something like that. We are exactly who we are. And you can hear that in his voice. The passion is everything like that. To deal with the CEO himself is huge. You
Yeah,
won't get that. You'll get automated messages from other people or 2 weeks of waiting. You can shoot him a DM. You're gonna get him right off the bat. You hit him on Discord. You're probably gonna get me first and then him. But
yeah,
it's in the atmosphere in the community. I mean, it's far above any other place. I mean, people are gonna say, oh, I don't want to name drop at this place, and you know what? They don't have a community like ours. So I love it here.
yeah. I love Freshen Up too. It was nice to just sit down with Jordan for a good 30-minute conversation and let him tell us what it was all like. Let me talk to him about the future of Freshen Up and what he wants to do and all that stuff. So. It's definitely nice to be able to sit down and talk to the people that actually run it rather than just an automated or someone on the lower part that kind of has an idea but not really. So that was what drew me to it.
I've been a mod there for almost a year. Well, I don't know, almost a year, I think. But I don't want to talk too much or anything like that. But I will tell everybody here that for the 2 year, we're about to have a cool mini fridge. I can tell you that right now.
Aw, snap. Mini fridge
Cool
coming
one.
soon. You heard it.
Foxy family. Man.
I am so sad that I only got 2 of my cans out of the 4. I'm so sad that 2 of them exploded because of the cold
I know,
weather.
I saw that message. It's like, no. But that cold weather really, it really got to a lot of people. And I mean, it was
Yeah.
a lot of messages, a lot of stuff. But I mean,
And
that's
Jordan
another
was
thing
right
too about
on it.
Freshen Up is
You and Jordan were right on it.
customer service is huge.
Yep.
And I can only do so much. I can't do a lot when it comes to like shipping orders or something like that. I can deal with a lot of complaints and questions, but he's definitely quite on it right off the bat, especially when with what's going on right now. It hit him pretty hard. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, especially with all the different weather in different places. So,
Freezing storm.
yeah. So you said how long have you been streaming approximately? I know you said a couple on Twitch, a couple on Facebook.
December was my 4 year.
4 years. So where do you see yourself in the next 4 or 5 years? Like, where do you want to see yourself community-wise, streamer-wise, like as a person?
So I mean, as a streamer, I'm happy where I'm at. I always tell people I'd rather be a successful streamer than I'd rather be a successful streamer than an unsuccessful partner. I mean, everybody wants to shoot for partner. If I get it, will I be happy? Heck yes, I will be. But that's not one of my drives or anything like that. I'm doing what I'm enjoying. And that's giving a good time, putting content out there, and helping out my brothers and sisters, doing the organizations of the events of Memorial Weekend and Veterans Weekend. Raising all the funds for that. Raising awareness. I mean, that's my goal, and that's what I'm here for. And if it doesn't, not trying to get too far. If it works, then that's awesome. And it seems like it has been working lately, which is pretty cool. But I mean, the goal is just to keep doing what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. Yeah. I think that's the hardest thing is like people try to push for that partner spot and get burnt out, or they get more stressed than anything. Like if you just stream to stream and just hang out with people in your community, you're gonna enjoy it a lot more than trying to be the next big thing or play the next big game. So I mean, that's what I think. Switching to Kick, I say this all the time, has been refreshing for me because that's basically a start over, and I'm not worried about having to compete with anybody like I did on Twitch. It's easier to hit the live button now than it has ever been. So, starting this podcast.
It restarted it made me enjoy streaming.
Yeah, exactly. It made me enjoy streaming again. I found so many amazing people through Kick. Even Respawn, Freshen Up. Like I found just so many more people to hang out with and like-minded. So I think definitely switching over to kick was a big thing too, but just
Oh yeah,
not caring about what I play or anything like that has been a big help too.
hundred
Um,
percent.
so what is some advice you would give to someone that's just starting?
Man, I think what I tell a lot of my people, especially in my community that are brand new, I mean, don't be afraid to ask for advice. But if you ask for advice, I mean, obviously not everything's gonna work for every single person. But if you're gonna ask for advice, don't have the attitude like afterwards. I've dealt with so much people trying to get them affiliated, and they get the attitude and everything like that. But it's I have to, I can teach you some things, but I can't teach you to motivate yourself. So keep yourself motivated. You need to have those times. It's not all about hitting that live button. It's always the things afterwards. But have fun. I see a lot of people always posting on Twitter. Hey, should I be doing this? Do it. It's your stream. Have fun. The numbers will come afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking about numbers, shut the viewer count off. That's my biggest thing
Oh
is
yeah,
like don't look at viewer count because that could change your mood on stream in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Just play the game, talk to your
100%.
chat, and just keep going.
I've seen people before. They're like, "Oh, I only got one person." Well, it's like, well, I mean,
That one person decided to watch
take
you
that off,
over.
and if you were now, and now that one person doesn't is now probably gonna leave, and you know, it's just a lot of things too. The numbers aren't always gonna be immediate.
Yeah,
Like you might see it one, but there could have been three people that just popped in there and it just hasn't updated yet. And now that they just saw that, they're gonna be like, well, negative Nancy,
yeah,
deuces.
yeah. Oh, we're just one person, like those 3 4 people chose to watch you out of the millions of streamers that are out there, you know what I mean? So that's how I see it. Like when I see people posting on Twitter, oh, I only had 2 viewers. Yeah, those 2 viewers chose you. Like that's starting the
Exactly.
community. That's you building a community. Like everybody
Word
started
of
out
mouth is
somewhere.
huge.
Right, yeah, everybody started somewhere. I've seen people not talk to their chat and lose everybody watching. Exactly. There's people that don't even acknowledge chat. Followers only mode, horrible thing to have.
Never, yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, I will never even talk to a person and they have that in there.
Yep.
And the whole not talking to chat, uh, like me, I can understand. I mean, if you're like in a tournament or something big, I mean, even me, I don't care. I mean, the chat. We're streamers. We gotta
Right.
be talking to chat. I can
Right.
understand maybe waiting. You have to wait a little bit, like a minute max. If something's going on. But I've been in streamers that actually raided a person not too long ago. We raided him with a huge like 38 person raid, and nothing. And we waited like 15 minutes, not one acknowledgement. We were spamming emotes. We were like, "Hey, hello," and just they just sat there like this, just staring at the screen, and I'm like, oh, all right, well,
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I'm
there's
looking at
that.
I'm looking at my chat all the time. I don't want to miss anything with you guys. Like I don't want to miss anything that I'm talking. Like I want to have a conversation with everybody. There's times I'm having five
Yeah,
different conversations and I try to remember which one I'm having.
right. I've died in games, and I tell my even the people I game with all the time, especially on Fridays, they know it's a good time. We have we do our drinks, and but they know I'm probably gonna be reading chat, and all of a sudden I look at my chat, and all of a sudden I look at my screen, and I'm dead. I'm like, oh well, it happened.
Yep, happens all the time.
Exactly, exactly.
There's times where I've looked at chat and I've walked off the cliff. So it is what it, you know what
Right.
I mean. All right. What else I got? What kind or so is there anything that you listen to, or is there a quote that kind of motivates you day by day, or is there someone that gives you that amount of inspiration to keep going?
Um, yeah, because I remember you sent me a question about that, and I had to kind of think hard about it because I kind of went back and forth between like two, but then I was like, I haven't really lived with this quote in the longest time. But the most recent one I have had since I've been streaming and even like work wise, since I've been a lot older now, well, a little more mature, is I've never dreamed about success. I worked for it. Um, that kind of just keeps going with my just my daily thing. It's your success will come. You gotta just try to work for it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a new one that I've heard. So nice. I have two actually. I listened to From Ashes to New, and two of their songs. One of them's called Legacy. Um,
Hmm.
it goes, "I'm the one determines who I'm destined to be." So that's one, and then my
Okay,
second
okay.
my second one is "You only truly lose if you don't learn from your defeats." Those are my two that I have like in my head, like every day, especially at the gym. Like those are the two songs I push myself to the most.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so Ninja loves it. Yo, I've seen them so many times. I've met them like 5 times. They're awesome people. They're down to earth. They're just amazing. All right. Do you have any questions for me that you would like to know about?
Um, yeah, like what got you into streaming?
Um, so I was kind of the same way. I never thought about ever streaming. I've always just game to game. But then I would started watching Tim the Tap Man and like Dr. Lupo. Um, those two are my like big streamers. But then a buddy of mine who lives like close to me, who's basically like a brother to me, he actually started streaming, and I was like, he's like, just give it a shot. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, he's like, you game anyway. He's like, you might as well just put the game on and see if anybody comes in to talk to you. You know what I mean? I was like,
What they told me. Yeah.
I mean, cool, screw it. So like the first game I played was Quantum Break, and it was like a story mode gameplay kind of thing, and I streamed it. I had like 3 viewers. Like, oh, okay, this is cool. I can get with this. But yeah, so like, and then I started watching more and more streamers. But I would definitely say, like, I want to be to the level where like Tim and Dr. Lupo are, like, community wise. Like I want to be able to give back to the community that way, be able to raise
Oh
money
yeah.
for charity, stuff like that. But I would definitely say Dr. Lupo and Tim are what got me into streaming and just seeing how fun they are. I was like, I could yell like Tim. Tim sucks at video games. I suck at video games. Might as well keep giving it a try.
Especially when you get like Dr. Disrespect and Tim and them all together.
Oh yeah.
That's some fun stuff
Nick,
right
Nick, Tim, Doc,
there.
Cloaksy just yelling at them all. Oh, that's a good time. Success is not given, it's earned. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah,
I
good.
have another one though. How'd you come up with your name?
uh, so I actually finally like broke away from my dad's Xbox account like, I don't know, 10 years ago now, and I was like, I don't want to know what my name is. Like I don't know what to think of. So I went Google, I typed in name generator, so I got two random names and just put them together. And then I was like, it's kind of funny because now I got to add 23 and it won't sound as dirty as it actually looks, so we're good.
That works.
And here we are. Everybody loves it though. I'll follow new people and they'll they'll just call me Titan, but then they'll actually read the name and then I'll see a smirk or I'll see a little giggle, and they're like, hey, nice. And I was like, yes. But yeah. All right, chat. We have come to the end of the podcast for the most part. Do you guys have any questions for me or Fox that you would like to know about?
Ask away.
Ugh. The boom, 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 boom. You got a lot of freshen up. I want to be your level of freshen up. I want all of that behind me.
You don't even see most of it. That's just that is most of it. But I got some behind it. I got some downstairs. You know. Like obviously, I got my tub here. She just came back out, guys, today.
Guys, restock. Fives wants to know if you're Fox's daddy.
It's Fox's daddy. Yeah, so it's actually not been announced yet. But I have joined an Orgra as of recently. Which is Eternals, and Fives is the daddy of it. So I'm pretty excited about that. It hasn't been announced yet, but you guys, at least you guys know about it. It was announced on my own channel, but yep, Fives is Fox's daddy.
All right, Avenged Wolf. What has been your favorite memory on Kick so far? Well, you could start.
What has been your favorite memory on Kick so far? Just seeing, so like for me, it's seeing the Foxy fam come together in time of need. You know, we've come together to help out people that have had maybe their Xbox went off. We were able to give back and do that. It was the veteran events. You know, we raised over. Well, I'll say with last year Memorial Weekend and the Veterans Weekend, we raised about $11,000, and that was really great. So we went through and kind of did all that stuff right there. It was about like 10, but yeah, we were able to do all that stuff right there, give back to everybody. So, you know, yeah, we all like to see the cool things. Like on my birthday, yes, I had my first ever 100 sub bomb, but it's not.
Yeah.
It is not about that. It's you know giving back and doing what my purpose is, and just the laughs and stuff like that. Like Kick has just rejuvenated my streaming life. On Twitch, I just felt like robotic. Like I just clicked it, and I just felt like I was just there. We're here. I mean, I've met the most amazing people, like Avenged here. One of my great buddies. He's been in all my streams. Now, one of my most recent new mods, Dysfunction and stuff like that. They're great people. Everybody's got and people join, especially like the Discord, and I always give them like a warning at first, and it's like, we don't make fun of you or give you crap. We don't like you, and people finally start seeing that, and they just laugh. We give crap to some like one of our persons in our community because they win almost every giveaway, and we just give them crap all the time. And but it's just the people. I mean, that's me wise.
Yeah, I've only been on Kick for about 5 months now, so I haven't had anything like extremely crazy happen. But when we did the 12 Days of Christmas for Respawn, and I think I peaked at like 80 viewers, and we were just vibing, playing Fortnite, messing around. I think was probably my favorite memory so far, or favorite moment. Just having everybody come around. We ended up talking about cookies the whole time. Everybody's favorite cookie. There was like the chat was just scrolling, shouting out their favorite cookies. It was a great time. Dysfunction. To start streaming, what's one thing that's a must-have?
It's a good one.
I would say before you even start streaming, networking. Networking is probably your biggest ally when it comes to streaming, is just getting your name in communities. And I don't just mean like going in saying hi. I mean like getting to know streamers, getting like becoming friends with people, and then doing it that way, because then you get their community, you start your own little community as well. So I would say networking is probably a big thing to have.
No, that is definitely 100%, because especially like me, I know you guys knew like last year I went through a surgery and I was out for like 2 weeks. I grew my most I've ever grown in that 2 weeks, not streaming, just networking, meeting new people. So the networking is huge. But I mean, that's probably a thing you'll hear out of my mouth 1,000 times. So I definitely agree with him. But if you want to say equipment wise, Stream Deck.
Yes,
I live
absolutely.
with my Stream Deck.
Absolutely. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's a small one or a big one. The Stream Deck helps so much.
It is a lifesaver.
Avenge asks, what is one thing you will tell someone starting out in streaming not to do? What's the biggest no-no in your opinion?
Follow for follow.
Yes. Follow for follow. I will definitely say, I know some streamers allow it, and some don't, but definitely not self-promo in channels. That's a big thing too. Like I know there's some people that allow it, which is cool, but like, don't be like, hey, I'm going to stream, I'm leaving a lurk. Like,
I have the shout out command on my stream, but my mods know to do it when, something big happens,
yeah,
or I say it for a certain thing. It's not one of those things where people, on Twitch, people would just come in and start shouting themselves out all the times. It's like, well, what the heck? So,
yeah.
It's not gonna get you anywhere. You're gonna get the follows, but how cool? I mean, how is it gonna be beneficial if you see these people that are like, yo, I just hit 5,000 followers, but they're at 1 average.
Yep. What's the point? What is the point of that? You know what I mean? Another no I would say is, like we said before, is followers only chat and sub only chat. Like, if you're trying to build a community, you need people to talk. You need people to talk to, and I'm not gonna follow the channel if I don't like your vibes, and I can't find your vibes if I can't talk to you. You know what I mean? So that's probably the biggest no is follow for follow, and followers only chat would probably be the two biggest. All
you
right.
know what? Other streamers are not your. I'm not gonna curse. They're not your competition. You see, I don't know what's going on with Twitter, especially lately. They're not competition. Work together. We all get together and work together. It's so much. Life is easier. Life is fun. It's so much better. Stop thinking this person. Oh man, they have a 5, and you gotta kick them down to the rocks. No, nobody. They're not your competition.
Absolutely, I agree. Like, we're all one big community. Just start it that way. The bigger people, I know, feel like they're on the hierarchy. It's not that serious, my guy. We're all doing the same thing. Like,
Five says, I have a question motivation for both. Networking is a huge thing.
What was
What
the
is the
process? Yeah,
process?
go ahead. You can read it. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. What was the process and journey like from where you guys started streaming to where you are now? Ooh, I think mine's gonna be a little long.
No, go ahead. Mine's probably the same way. I've been going for 5 years, so
You want to go or you want me to go?
you get it. You can start.
So from starting off, I know like what else in the chat here. He's my day one guy. He's actually my first private when I was in the military. When I became a sergeant or maybe specialist, I don't know. I got my first box of privates, and he was one of my first ones. And so he's been my ride or die day one, especially once we got out and everything like that. He's still in the service though, continue on and sharing. But let's just say, so when I first started, I was at my old apartment, and I was literally it was like a cut-in um, entertainment wall, and it was a 55-inch TV. I had a big long bar stool and an Xbox, and that's what I did for about 3 to 4 months. But I got lucky. I was trying to save up money to get a PC, but that's when Twitch changed their things from like what was it beforehand, like 90 days to 45 days. So when they changed that rule, or was it 15 days? When they changed that, I ended up getting like 3 months worth of payout. So I was like, holy crap, I've been waiting for this day forever. So I ended up uh, building my first PC, which is right here to the left of me. And um, because I knew, having scenes and stuff like that, it's gonna look so much better than just a random box webcam that you connect onto an Xbox
Yep.
and gameplay. It works, definitely works, and I tell people to at least do that. But that's what I did, and then all of a sudden, then I found like a little cubby hole in my old apartment, and I used a green screen, and it was like literally like a 2 foot by 2 foot little hole. I actually had a buddy who came and visited once from streaming, and to come to my wedding, and he's like, "Where do you stream?" And I was like, "Right here." He's like, "There's no way." I was like, "Well, green screen doesn't show everything, does it?" And he's like, "There's no way you stream in this little thing." And I'm like, "Yes, I do." Um, but going through it, then it's I'm always down to helping out the community and everything like that. And I finally started just kind of doing stuff, like trying to save up. And like I said, like at the very beginning of the stream, my wife is my ride or die day one. She helped me out, especially when we moved. She bought so much stuff for me because she knew this is my passion. She saw the will and the drive and how much this means to me and everything like that. So she definitely helped me out a lot. Then my mom helped me out a lot, bought me more monitors. Like right now, I'm rocking out 4 monitors.
Nice.
So now you can see now. I mean, I got panels. I mean, and it looks all fancy, but I mean, it's definitely just finally having some amazing support behind me. That I never thought I would have. That I'm very grateful to have. With the community and my family and everything like that. So
Nice. That's awesome. Mine started out on Kick on an Xbox. Just playing random games, and then Apex came out, so I was vibing on Apex for a little bit. Still Xbox laptop. Wasn't till I got my own place with my ex where I got a PC, had like my own little stream room. So I basically had to restart on Twitch because we were in the process of moving. So I took a couple months to do all that stuff. So it was basically like a restart again. And then things ended with her. So then another reset. Kick came out, decided to come back to Kick. And here I am. I've restarted 3 times, and I feel like this is the most frequent and most driven I've been to stream since coming back between the 3 different times. And it just feels refreshing. Like I said, we don't have to worry about people. Like, I'm not going against people. I'm just here having a good time, hanging out with my friends, talking to the community. I've partnered with 2 amazing companies since then. So yeah, I haven't had anything crazy. It's just a slow going journey right now. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
there you go.
Dysfunction. What would be the biggest downfall of a streamer? Oof, there could be numerous reasons for that.
Yeah, I can let you go on that one.
Yeah. I would say trying to take advantage of the community, like the people you see, oh, you only gifted 10 subs, why couldn't you give 50? Or like trying to take advantage of people that way, or just like like we said, follow for follow, following people back, or saying sub for sub. If you sub to my channel, sub to yours. Like anything that could negatively impact you with karma, more or less, things that can come back to bite you. Always being negative towards literally everybody. Like we said,
Your social presence is huge.
yeah, watch what you're posting on social media. Watch the companies, watch the people. There's people that you could think are cool, but on the back, yeah, egos, definitely egos,
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
things like that. So there's a
I've
lot.
seen a lot of negative. Yeah.
There is a lot that
Especially
can.
when it comes, especially when it comes to like a lot of the negative and everything like that. I've seen people that um, and Twitter's huge. Twitter. I mean, everybody sees everything on Twitter. People don't think about it. They're like, oh, I only have like 15 views. Well, those 15 people just saw you have some type of negative thing, and I've seen people that did stuff like that. They're no longer even streaming anymore. Um, and people see that stuff, and people don't want to come into a stream, and especially if you're just negative all the time. If you're
Yeah,
negative on Twitter, you're probably gonna be negative like that on your stream. So it's definitely definitely a doo-doo downfall.
yeah, yeah. And you got to think those 15 people probably just retweeted, which means they're people that are following them just saw it. So that means they're retweeting it. So like those 15 just turned into 200, 300 people. So now, that's another thing I hate about social media is like they show all the bad stuff and never any of the good. Like I feel like all the smaller streamers always retweet the good stuff, and then you have like Dextero tweeting, "Oh, this Kick streamer did this, and now they're doing it." Like nobody cares. Tweet the good stuff. If you tweet the good stuff, you're more likely to get positive feedback rather than, "Oh, Kick sucks now because this person did this." No, that's not. That's one person. That's not the whole community as a whole.
It's a big military saying. I'm not gonna say here on stream or anything like that, but it kind of goes with like, you can build 1,000 bridges, but you do this one thing. Now you're known as that.
Yep.
All right. It doesn't matter about those 1,000 bridges, but you just did this one thing. Now that's you.
Yep.
And that's how people are gonna see you as.
Yep. Absolutely. Killer Static. What would your biggest goal be right now to hope to accomplish this year?
Killer! What would your biggest goal be right now to accomplish this year? I have a lot of goals this year, actually. But I think our main ones right now, I know you guys know about the whole respawn thing. It's a big thing for me right now. Been doing it for about 2 years. So I definitely want to be riding with that. I got a goal even with freshen up. We're having a big one released here in February with the fridge, but I want to get my flavor in cans, so that's the next one. Other than that, is continue on the normal traditions of the events that we do. I know we always do the veteran things, but I want to spice it up this year, which is going to be the first time ever we're going to do a different event, which I think is going to be American Cancer Society. We haven't done that before yet, but that's going to be for my wife because it's very huge on that. She lost her father for stage 4 cancer, so we would definitely want to help out that. Make that a very big goal for that. But it's just continue on. My goal is, I want to see the community grow. I want to see other communities grow. It's not just about my community. We all work together and stuff like that. So that's why I'm always down to help out people. Killer knows. I'm on Twitter all the time telling people, hey, you want to learn Canva? I got you for 5 minutes. Cool. Let me teach you something. I'm not an expert, but I might know something. You might know something I don't know. In that one little class I was trying to teach you, now we both know something. So definitely, just want to see everybody grow. That'd be cool. That's me.
Yeah, same. I just want to keep going on my goals that I have, eventually just slowly build up to a big following and just build a bigger community than what I have now. Get more friends, like-minded people, That's why I'm reaching out to other people to come on the podcast like you and others. So, I think the biggest thing I would want is for this podcast to reach people that actually need it. You know what I mean? I feel like I want this podcast to be people to sit down, watch this podcast and be like, hey, that's all I needed to hear was this, whether it be for streaming or I've had a couple people talk about fitness stuff come on or people just talk about life. And as long as they take something away from this, I think it'd be a big positive for me.
Oh yeah. This is great.
Yeah, and that was my biggest thing with this too, is just to do this because I tell everybody the same thing. Everybody's going through something, but it just takes one person to say it for them to realize that it's okay and they're not the only ones going through it.
Exactly.
Yeah, chat. Any other questions before we wrap it up?
Ask away. Going once.
Going twice. I do have a question. Have you been shadow banned on Warzone yet?
Have I?
Yeah.
I have not, but I have had the voice ban. So, you know, you got these like sometimes you get these 15 little kids, and I think I know why. This little kid was talking crap, and we're on stream, and I didn't say anything bad, nothing harmful or anything like that. I just said something, and they probably just gave it to me, and all of a sudden I had 24 days or 24 hours worth of a shadow thing. But no, honestly, no, I'm not. Never had any ban. I got lucky with that. I guess I don't really show the the good moments of that. Hopefully not. But hey, we're having a good time, and it doesn't happen. But yeah, I've had the voice cam.
I feel like they're just giving shadow bans to everybody that drops like a 20 bomb or anything like that. Like I just feel like they're getting spam reported and gone. Ninja, do y'all have any other brand y'all want to be with? Well,
for me, I only have one more. I mean, I just had another brand. Well, actually, no, yeah, it's not until tomorrow. But well, here I can show you guys now.
he's gotta find a chat. Big reveal. Big reveal.
I'll let you guys know. Really, my bad. Here you go.
Hey. Cosmic Snack.
Cosmic Snacks from Freshen Up sister company. They just released today.
Nice.
Announced today. That's what we're with new. But other than that, for me, it is going to be Respawn. I've been trying to go for that for quite a few years now. It's you know me, I like to be in challenges and competitions, and especially with that community. I met a lot of amazing people that have tried to be in there and are currently, have been in there. The family there, the community, everything is outstanding. We have Titan, who's already he's partnered there right now. That's my only one left that I really want to shoot for.
Mine would have to be Elgato, I think. Elgato or Razer, or both, probably both. But just because their stream deck is amazing,
Right.
I can use another one, Elgato, or a bigger one, whichever works, whichever one works. Yeah, but seeing all the seeing all the people that got ambassador for Elgato is kind of dope, just to see them.
Yeah, there's a lot of people lately. It's definitely nice to see, especially a lot of people that have been deserving. I love seeing that.
All right, so here we go. Since we'll talk about Respawn. So, how are you gonna approach the invitational different than you have before? Since there's only gonna be 100 people.
This time, I mean, I'm not letting loose. Kind of at the end, it was a big mental game. I got further in this one. I think my mental game was I doubt myself and my abilities. I have a great supporting community, and they keep pushing me. Especially, I had like Redman, who would always reach out and call me almost every time there was results and stuff like that, and give me some very inspirational, powerful conversations to me. But my worst enemy is myself, and when the first competition happened, I mean, that was when I was trying to finally learn how to do certain things. And once the second one happened, I kind of knew quite a bit. I just wasn't confident in myself. So when it comes to this one, I'm gonna definitely approach it with a more headstrong. But I want to work with a lot more people when it comes to it. I didn't get that chance last time. Like when we did the meetups, I tried tried meeting up with some people's, but I only got with like just Joe. But I definitely want to. I've been wanting this for a couple years now, so definitely I'm gonna do what I can. I got a great community that knows about it and that supports it, and I think we're gonna rock this out.
Nice, yeah. The biggest thing, the biggest piece of advice I can give as someone who did it, support and just being you is the two things that they're gonna look for the most. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you're not fake about it, which I know you're not, but there's some people that are like that fake the support, and then as soon as they're out of it, they stop supporting everybody and do all that stuff. So, like, the biggest thing I could say is support, support, support. You know, they're built on collaboration and community, so that's what they're going to be looking for. And anybody that watches this that's going to be in this or wants any knowledge or anything about Respawn and future recruits, do not hesitate to ask any partner, anybody that even participated, because they're more than likely willing to help. Don't ever feel like a bother. Just ask away, because we have tons of answers for you, and everybody approached it differently, so we can tell you guys how each one of us approached it. So do not hesitate to ask us at all.
Oh, you do have it right there. Boom.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you guys do not have any more questions, you can go ahead and plug all your links. Tell everybody what's new, what's to come, things like that.
Can I do web?
I said you can plug your links. You know, YouTube, Kick, Twitter.
Oh, on your stream?
Yeah, or you can just say it so that way when people watch, I can put them in the YouTube video too.
Oh, I just have one link.
It should go through, I hope. If not, I'll post it.
It's I can do this right here. Let me just post it in your thing.
Yeah. God damn it, Botworks. Gotta make things difficult.
You let them know what's about to come.
Yeah, like any news that they don't know, secrets besides.
I can. Oh, I did share. I mean, I kind of went real quickly, but I can share it to you guys. Yes, we're having a Foxy mini fridge released in February. I'm gonna be in the talks again this week with Jordan about the design. I can give you guys a glimpse that it's gonna be partially designed off of our tub. That's been very successful.
Nice.
And then one of our sides, we're gonna have a little remembrance side because we had one of our community members pass away last year. That was a big part of our community. So he's gonna be part of the fridge as well. That's a little sneak upon that right there. I believe other than that, yeah, it's just the Respawn thing, which not much people quite know about that. That because I mean it's not a bit official yet. But yeah, no, that's pretty much about it right now.
Dysfunction. What Respawn chair do you recommend? This one that I'm sitting in right now. It's called the Spectre. It's the Spectre. It has like a little back support on the bottom, and it's mesh, so you don't get sweaty. I love it. It's my favorite chair. But if I had to do budget, I would say that one. I don't remember what that one's called, but that one. I think that's the 110. That one's good too. So either of those chairs would be great. And use code Titan at checkout.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone hanging out. BlackFox, I appreciate you coming on, man. This was a lot of fun. It was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man. This has been a blast.
I don't play COD, but we'll have to get some games in of maybe Fortnite at some sort.
We can play something else. I'm 100% down.
Sweet,
Maybe
yeah.
do Rocket League too.
Ooh. There you go. Yeah, I'm down to play some Rocket League. I haven't played in a minute, and I suck, but I'm in.
Sounds good. Well, hey man, thank you so much for having me and I got the community in here and stuff like that. I mean, it was definitely a blast. I enjoyed this. I look forward to more events, and I'll definitely be talking to you more, especially with what's coming in the future.
Oh yeah, I love to hear it, man.